So I've been using the M4 powered Mac Mini for the past 2 weeks, and I guess it's about time for me to share with you my honest thoughts and opinion, and also my experience using it so far. Let's go. What's up guys, Jason smashpop here. So as you can see from my previous unboxing video, I actually compared the previous generation Mac Mini and also the current generation Mac Mini, and it is actually a lot smaller in case you don't know by now, okay? So as you can see, it fits very nicely on my desk, and I'm sure it is able to fit very nicely on a lot of desks and also a lot of spaces because it is so small now. It is basically a little bit bigger than an Apple TV, okay? So I really like the design. I like how it looks now, and it's basically a 5 by 5 inches box sitting on our desk now, okay? So as you can see, on the front and back, there are actually a lot of ports. In front, there are actually 2 USB Type-C ports and also an earphone jack. And at the back, we have HDMI, Ethernet, and also Thunderbolt ports. This is where I feel it is kinda lacking. Although there are so many ports, I truly need an SD card slot like the Mac Studio. As you can see on the front, there is none, okay? In between the earphone jack and also the USB Type-C ports, there are some space. So Apple, if you are considering, I think you can put the slot in between these two things. Okay, another thing is the power button. It is not at the back like the Mac Studio. This is actually at the back, at the bottom of the thing. So whenever you need to power on the Mac Mini, you need to put your finger down and lift it up and press. That's a little bit weird, but knowing that I don't usually switch it off, I think there's no problem here because I usually switch off my Mac once or twice a month. So I only need to touch that thing twice a month, okay? So I guess it's fine. It could be better, but maybe in the next generation, I guess. The Mac Mini that I have here, the specs is M4 Pro with 24GB of memory. Based on my usage, on a day-to-day basis, there is no problem. I've never encountered any lagginess, and I have not even heard the fan being turned on. So I guess maybe I'm not hardcore enough to push the performance to the max, okay? But for example, when I am watching video, like what you can see here, right? I can just basically watch anything I want without any problem. Graphics look really good because I'm actually pairing it with the studio display. Apart from that, gaming. I've played some high-res games, I've played some silly games. So whatever games that I have been playing on the Mac Mini, there was also no problem. Even when there's an option to turn on the graphics to like a higher resolution, I tried that and also there's no problem. Other than that, listening to music, you know, surfing the net, even day-to-day stuff like typing notes and stuff like that, I feel there is no problem. Editing photos, I edit on Photoshop and also Lightroom. As you can see here, whatever that I do on the settings, for example dragging or even creating a brush to highlight a certain area, there was no lagginess, and the result is actually instantaneous, okay? Whatever that I do, I can see the preview instantly. Now, I've also done some intensive comparison, okay, using Final Cut Pro and also DaVinci Resolve because to me, the highest level of intensive work that I do is video editing, hence I'm using this like a benchmark, okay? I have also compared video rendering times between the Mac Mini and also the M2 Pro MacBook Pro and also the M3 MacBook Pro. Is to give you a gauge on how fast the M4 Pro Mac Mini is compared to the previous 2 generations, okay? So when it comes to rendering longer videos on DaVinci Resolve, this is the result. And for example, if I'm creating a short reel for Instagram, the rendering time on Final Cut Pro, this is the result. So as you can see, the M4 Pro Mac Mini can actually render long videos and also short videos a lot faster compared to the previous generation, okay? I'm not saying the previous generation is bad, but of course, we as humans, we want it to be faster and faster and faster, right? Hence, I feel the M4 Pro Mac Mini really does very good in rendering videos. I also did one more test because recently Final Cut Pro got a new update and we have this masking feature, magnetic masking feature, whereby we can actually just drag the mask to a subject and then it will actually analyze that subject throughout the whole clip for all the frames, okay? And it will be able to separate the subject from the background. And I actually compared the time to actually analyze this clip, and the time difference is actually quite obvious between the M4 Pro Mac Mini and also the M3 MacBook Pro. This is the result. Now when it comes to performance, there's also this new thing called high performance, okay? So you can actually access this via settings, energy, and then turn on high performance. I actually tried using high performance to render video, but I realized that the result is the same as when I switch it to auto, which was kind of a mistake because I have it on auto all the time. I guess in order to truly see the difference in rendering time, I should have put low power mode and also high power mode. But then again, when you get the new Mac Mini, it always comes in auto mode, so I don't think the low power rendering time matters to you, but I thought just to let you know. Now, apart from the physical smallness and how it looks being so cutesy and stuff like that, and apart from the performance, I also really like some of the features that comes with the Mac devices nowadays, okay? So for example, iPhone mirroring. As you can see here, I am actually charging my phone beside my Mac, beside my screen, and I can still able to use my iPhone using this iPhone mirroring feature. And now with the latest update, we can actually transfer files by just dragging and dropping. For example, I'm dragging this photo from my iPhone to the desktop. And because my iPhone has Image Playground, which is like a Apple Intelligence visual creation software, I can actually use iPhone mirroring to access Image Playground on my Mac Mini and create visuals and airdrop it back to my Mac Mini instantly without me even touching the iPhone. Amazing. Not forgetting, there are also Apple Intelligence features, okay? For example, writing tools. So an example here is I have a list of my notes that I created for my garage sale recently, and I wanted to turn it from a list into a table. So with just 2 or 3 clicks, I can actually use Apple Intelligence to turn the list into a table, and that's really life-saving and also time-saving. Apart from that, there's also like an updated Siri. So now you get new Siri interface on the top right corner, and you can even drag the text area anywhere you want, and you can even ask Siri to actually teach you how to use a Mac. Just in case you forgot how to, say, take a screenshot and stuff like that, you can actually ask Siri now. Now, conclusion, which Mac Mini to buy? Because when you go to Apple website, you will get to see a few options. The base actually starts from $2,499 and you get 16GB of unified memory with 256GB of storage. It's either that or you upgrade to 512 and then you pay $3,349. I feel that you can just start with the base one, which is $2,499, and plug in an external storage to, you know, fully utilize the external one and don't have to pay extra. $2,499 is actually a very good price to get the latest and the most powerful Mac devices that you can plug to any screen you have in your house or office. So that was my sharing experience, honest thoughts about the new M4 powered Mac Mini, and also analyzing which Mac Mini you should buy. If you love videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends, and also follow me on all social platforms. My name is smashpop and I'll see you in the next video. Yo!